Hey everybody, welcome back to Gun Tote, Minnesota. My name is Andrew. I'm just finishing up a little walkabout, doing some bird hunting today, and I've got something really exciting. It's new from Vanguard. This is their Pioneer bird bag. Really exciting product. It's been working really well for me. It comes with a lot. There's a lot of extras with this one. I think what I should do is I'll set down on a table that I'm walking up to here in a second. Let's take a look at everything that comes inside of the bag, how the bag works, and maybe explain a little bit who this is aimed at, although I've got a lot of versatility with this bag and I've used it a lot of different ways. I'll talk about that too. After carrying this bag for a good long time, I can start off with the strap and tell you what I like about it. The strap itself does have some of that matching camo. I appreciate this camo pattern. In general, I like a camo bag for any sort of bird hunting. If I need to wear orange, I can wear an orange hat, and this bag has kind of a trick up its sleeve, which I'll show you in a little bit. You do have some D-rings attached to the top, which are very useful for some of the accessories, depending on how you want to carry birds. Let's say you're doing ducks. If you're doing ducks, this bag does come with quite a bit for carry straps for your birds. You can lace them up on there, and there's two D-rings. You have two clips, D-clips, metal tabs on these. You can clip that onto the top of your shoulder strap, which is really an appropriate way to carry them, in my opinion. You can carry them on there, and then the birds themselves just hang down off of these. Very, very convenient. For the sake of this video not getting flagged, I'm not going to show any real birds hanging off the bag, but these do work well, and the idea has been around for a long time. It's a very efficient way to carry birds, and especially connecting it to the shoulder strap. Okay, moving on from the shoulder strap, as well as some of these accessories for bird hangers. Move that back. It is thick, it's padded, it's got a leather grip to it with some breathable portions. The part that's going to touch your skin all has purpose, and it's a pretty firm piece, but its padding is thick, so it's going to keep its form really well and be comfortable to carry. So you can load it down up to about 15 pounds is what I found is still reasonable and comfortable with that strap. You do have a padded carrying handle with button snaps, high quality button snaps, and really good stitching all the way through. Everything that's attached in here is attached really well. You have a bungee piece on top that has a lot of elasticity, but you also have an adjuster on there. So if you needed to carry something through here, some of your extra gear, maybe an extra rain jacket, which is something I carry with, or a little bit of orange, you can throw it through the top of here. And again, RealTree camo pattern on top blends in really well. If you're gonna hunt turkey or duck or whatever it's gonna be, this is gonna blend in with most of your gear. Let's go ahead and actually, let's show you the trick that this has up its sleeve. So the part that is against your body does breathe really well. You have a zipper, really, really nice high quality zippers. Each one of these tabs has a design on them, kind of a little bit of grip to the detail. It's just something nice. Here's the trick up the sleeve. You do have an orange attached Pioneer bag with, again, some stretch to it. It's got some Velcro for attachment. And you can throw this over the top of your bag if you need high visibility, or if you just needed this to stay dry in a passing snowstorm, which is more than likely the way that it would work for me, is I would throw this over the top if I was getting rained on, sleeted on, snowed on. That happens a lot during bird season here in Minnesota. It's a nice way to keep your internals dry, even though there is one pouch with this bag that is relatively waterproof. So that comes with it, not something extra you have to purchase, and it's attached. I think it's a great idea. I usually carry a couple extra accessories in there on top of that. Now I'm gonna go to the main compartment. And so when you're wearing this bag, you can actually open it against your body. Very convenient. You have an open mesh zippered pouch for the top. Good place to put maps or maybe an ID, a wallet, that sort of thing could go up here. Usually I'm carrying around a pair of binoculars or a couple pairs of glass. Honestly, I have a lot of glass that I like to carry with. So I have some VOs usually in there. Hearing protection depending on what I'm hunting. So I've got some Warbird. My tablet, if I'm doing a little bit of work or video work while I'm out there. You have a nice generous pocket and sleeve in here, and everything is adjustable. All these portions are Velcroed in. There's a Velcro pattern all around the interior and against the side walls, and so you can change compartments around inside. Let me just pull out one of those straps. They are padded panels that all are modular and they move around. Really, really great idea. I'm glad to see that. Velcro is one of the easiest things to work with, and it keeps its stick for a long time. I've got a pair of sunglasses. I've got a rangefinder in here. Sometimes that's useful for small game hunting, a battery pack, spare battery pack for long days of recording, another pair of binoculars. I can't show you what's in here yet because it's not released just yet, but that's what you're gonna look at for the interior of the pocket. This compartment space is pretty good. I think I want to say this was 16 liters. So 16 liters inside, nice, easy cleanup interior to brush off with a paper towel if you get it muddy, dirty, or bloody. The zippers are XXL zippers. They're very large, easy to grab onto, orange. They stick out pretty well. They kind of have a gummy, rubberized texture on them. And then there's a flap to protect your zipper from mud, guts, blood, whatever it is that you're hunting and having hanging from your bag. That's going to get protected all around the seams. Now I could probably move to a side compartment. Side compartments are awesome. You have a kind of a water bottle style mesh side pocket. I usually leave my keys or something I need quick access to there. A lot of times inside of here would be some of my extra hunting gear, maybe a gut bag, maybe a hide bag. If I'm going to carry a hide around like a rabbit hide, I'll usually carry it in this side of a plastic, or sometimes my cell phone will go in here. These side pockets are pretty generous. Again, XXL size zipper tabs. They zip really well. They move with ease, no problems there. On the other side, they are not exactly the same. This one is different. I really like this side. It has that same pocket, but inside, you actually see that this has kind of a Reflectix style interior. I have my another gut bag in here or meat bag, Ziploc, and I have some gut and gloves for whatever it is that I'm carrying around. I will usually put a cooler inside of this as well, and with a cooler inside, I can keep meat cold for several hours. I was able to keep a pop can cold the whole day, and it's 80 degrees out just having one cooler in here, so it's a very effective pouch, and the zipper is nice and tight on this side. Let's go ahead and release these side straps. These clips can hold some weight. They're pretty durable. And inside, right now, I have the Vanguard Quest B38, which is a two-part or two-legged shooting rest. I have a review coming out about that by itself. And normally that would be strapped up inside of this Velcro. You could put a lot of things in here if you needed to Velcro something in. There's a nice leather portion. Hopefully you can see that okay. And these are expandable. These can expand really wide. So whatever you needed to tuck in here, you can fit quite a bit in this one compartment, as long as you keep the bag weight down to 14, 15 pounds, something like that. From here, this is your mostly waterproof compartment. So the exterior is going to make water bead up on the edges. It's not going to want to permeate through here because of the design of this zipper and the actual zipper flap. I have a cutting board in, and I usually keep an extra bag in there. A lot of bags in my bags. Interior, you have your administrative compartment. So you can put your pens, maybe your phone inside of here, hunting passes, whatever you need. Tablet sometimes goes in here. And this one, again, because it's a water shedding compartment and it's semi-protected by the strap, it's a good place to be putting some of your technology or things that you just don't want to get wet if it's raining on you, drizzling, or snowy. I like this compartment. All of this seems to shed water a little bit. It brushes off, and it's extremely quiet. When I run my finger against it, it's extremely quiet. So I'm carrying it in the woods. It doesn't seem to get hung up on stuff, and it doesn't make a lot of noise, which is a big deal. To the exterior, and we'll be closing with this, you have a little bit of like a Molly style loop on here. And the bottom, heavy reinforced. There is a strap that runs all the way around, and then you have rubberized feet sewn into a rubberized bottom. It seems very water resistant, and this is a good deal because I set bags down all the time on muddy ground. Water does penetrate in most of my backpacks, and then the stuff I have inside is going to get soppy and wet on a full day trip, a hunting trip. This is going to resist that to a high degree, and I've found setting this straight up in a puddle that it seems to resist water really well. It's not fully waterproof, but it seems darn near waterproof. And quickly I'll show you how I can wrap up my shooting sticks in here. keeps them quiet, keeps them secure. And when I fold this, snap it in, they're definitely not going to come out unless I want them to. Depending on if I'm doing a stock or not, if I'm walking and shooting, I might want them a little looser and more accessible. In that case, I just want to do the straps, and I would make it so I can pull it out straight out the side, because this actually is a nice sleek system altogether. Okay, let me talk you through some of the gear that I'm going to be having here. First of all, I'm recording through a Vanguard product. This is the Vanguard XF 10X binoculars. They're an HD image. It is sundown in about 5 minutes, and so it's very dark out, and any light that is left is being extracted by these nice size objective bells here. Recording with my phone. It's an older phone, but it's the best I can do for a camera on this unit. I'm going to use the Quest B38s. These are a nice pair of shooting sticks, and I almost always want to carry these in tandem with the Vanguard Pioneer bag. So actually the Vanguard Pioneer bag has a front pouch specifically for shooting sticks or a shooting stick, maybe your bipod. You can fit those in here with this. The nice thing about carrying them together is I have everything I need for a hunt in here, or a shoot, cleaning, carrying a little bit of meat, even birds. This is actually a bird bag. And I can place this in my lap. I can set up the B38 like this. I've already got it preset to a height that I like. I'll just find the distance that's appropriate for whatever rifle and platform I'm shooting. I'm gonna set that up and use this rear as the support for my body, because it's a nice firm bag, and I can change it around. I can set off the top like this and be really, really steady compared to if I was just free holding it or trying to kneel or something. Typically, this is as high as the weeds are that I'm gonna be shooting across, so I've got it preset to a good height for me, and I would recommend you do the same, but they're really easy to quickly adjust. You can snap that out and pull them out if you need to go higher anyways. Okay, 330 yards, just using some AAC ammo out of this Dark Storm Industries 20-inch AR-10. I love the gun, it shoots well. This ammo is probably the only ammo it has a little bit of trouble with, but for practice sake, it's just fine. I'm going to be about 1.2 with this ammo. And okay, here we go. Make sure I'm recording through those XFs. See if we can lock down an impact. This ammo gets a little grouchy on me. It's not the rifle. It is actually the ammo itself. All right, I would say I'm pretty comfortable with that. If anything, I might just give a little bit of a cant to it one way or another, depending on what the topography is like, what the ground in front of me is like. Right here with the Pioneer bag, it feels like I'm shooting off a tripod. It's so steady. Maybe even better, to be honest with you, because I have support up front. I've got a nice rubberized pad. I can grab that. I don't have to use a rear bag. But with a rear bag, it feels like you're almost bench quality if you're really steady. And I'm a jittery guy. If I can do that, you can most certainly do that. All right, here it is. This is the way I would wear it most of the time. I prefer to wear it on the right side of my body so that my right shoulder for shooting is uninhibited. I like the sling bag because I can keep it on and pull my sticks out. If I'm wearing a chest pistol, I can still pull that out uninhibited. And if I have a shotgun in my hand, I can shoot off the right shoulder quickly, and this is not going to inhibit me. I can throw this on the ground because of those rubberized feet, and it's going to stay relatively dry. What I know about bags so far, and I've reviewed a lot of bags, it seems like, is there's lots of bags that I like for aesthetic reasons, or they just look cool, they have a cool pattern, camo, but if they don't actually solve a problem, or they don't do something better, they don't help me do something better, or they're not versatile, it does seem like they get thrown into a tote somewhere and then eventually they move along. This bag is versatile. It can be my range bag. It could actually be my camera bag to a large degree. I used it as a camera bag yesterday. It's a hunting bag, it's a fishing bag. I've put my bait and I can actually put fish in here, depending if I cut up the meat or not. I have a cooled compartment. This bag has been thought, developed rather, really well. They've thought around all the sides, every portion of it, including that rain cover that is orange. It's got a lot of tricks up its sleeve and it's comfortable. If it wasn't comfortable, I probably wouldn't carry it. I wouldn't load it up with as much stuff. But the fact that I can put everything I need in here and I can hunt, I can fish, I can film, I can do it all at the same time because 16 liters is plenty enough for that and I don't have to use the space. I can lock this down even tighter to my body or loosen it up. And I'm 6'5" and I think it fits really, really well. Depending on your application, I think this probably is going to work for you too. I can get behind it and recommend it. So if you guys want to see more videos with this bag, more bird hunts, maybe more fishing using this bag, or big game hunting coming up with these sticks, comment that down below. I'm going to try to film each one of those, but you let me know what you want to see first and I will try to do that. Thanks guys for watching. If you like this video, maybe go ahead and watch one of these other Vanguard related videos.